Before meeting Paulina, I'd never engaged in meditation, breath work, any form of wellness, to be honest with you. Ever since that day, it opened my eyes to a different way to connect with yourself, calm yourself down, and understand your emotions and the way you are as an individual. She broke down my boundaries, and I then had a fully established breathwork routine, which I now continue on a daily basis. Through the practices and techniques that Pauline has taught me, it's enabled me to really dive into those underlying issues and starting to form an action plan to, yeah, really move forward and start facing those challenges face on. The program's really enabled me to see, not only identify where trauma may have come from, but to see how it is impacting me on a daily basis, and seeing how it's holding me back from being the true, authentic person that I really, really, truly want to become. I used to live my life doing the things that I thought I was meant to do. When you start ticking them off one by one, you start thinking, oh, now I'm going to be happy. And one by one, you start ticking them all off. And you don't get any happier. You arguably get less happy. And I think it was that realization that in my head, I'd achieved everything I'd ever thought what I wanted to achieve in my career, I'd already achieved before the age of 30. And then, yeah, it was a really tragic event with my father happened earlier this year where I had to give him CPR, and it was quite a traumatic event for me to go through. And I think that was the catalyst to open my eyes to see how fragile life is, and to see how, if I was to lose my dad in that moment, would I have been happy of the relationship that I had with him? Would I have been happy with who I was at that time in my life? It makes you really take a hard look at yourself, find to discover that awareness of how you feel in the moment, but to have the skills to go, you know what, I can take a step back now. I can breathe. I can reassure myself that I'm safe. I can reassure myself that what I'm doing is fine. And as soon as you understand that about yourself and you develop this awareness of, this is the type of person I am and this is the person I want to be, and you start slowly integrating that perspective into your day-to-day life. But as soon as you make these tweaks, as soon as you identify these are the areas of your life that you really need to focus on, I was starting to call more friends. I was starting to hang out with more friends. And yeah, the friendships have improved, but definitely my just day-to-day well-being of starting to live the life that I want to be living. If you're on the fence to join the program, then you've been thinking about these issues in your life longer than you're admitting to yourself. Something like this, it makes you look inwardly on yourself and really address them personally. It's not going to solve all your issues overnight, but the awareness that it brings you in the 8 to 9 weeks I've had on the course, I have so much more awareness of why I do things and where they stem from than I have in months and years of therapy. The course itself, for the amount you pay, the amount that you get back from it, even just the catalog of breathwork exercises that you're given, and meditations, that you have a catalog there of just sessions that you can use forever. And that is, the course itself is worth it just for that. And I think to have these workbooks that you can return to for the rest of your life if you need to, they're a constant reminder of these important pillars of your life that you need to work on. The reason why I can be so confident to say that the course has made a massive difference is that I am just seeing such a difference in my day-to-day well-being, such a tangible difference in the way I can see the world and my perspective. And you feel like you're building friends and you're building people that you care for in this community, and it allows you to be more vulnerable and open up about these things. I would say that Paulina is one of the most unique personalities I've ever met in my entire life. But what I would say is, I think to have a leader in the community that has zero ego and a unbelievable attention to detail and care for people and helping their lives, and really you see the passion in your eyes when you're when you're helping people and when you're helping us through our issues and equipping us with these tools and skills to be able to improve our lives and improve our well-being, I think when you're working with such a passionate leader for that and someone who's really inspiring, who's taken the action in their own lives and gone through very similar journeys to us, it's super inspiring. And every time I tell friends and family about Paulina, all I can say is I can't wait until I get myself to a point that Paulina's at where she just is so open about her feelings and emotions and the way that she feels that it's a superpower. It gets to the point where nothing it feels like nothing can hurt her because she's just so she owns it all and she feels so comfortable talking about these things. I think that's so rare in the modern world to be working with a high performance coach who has zero ego and is truly there just to help you and inspire a new journey. I think that's unbelievably rare to find. And I would not expect you to get that elsewhere.